And hello folks, welcome back to Minecraft. Been a few days, but I have been working a lot off camera, getting things set up. Previously, I was setting up this here perimeter, about 100 by 100, just gap around my base, 16 meters wide in all directions. But last time I was just like barely starting on that. Now it's all completely finished. Currently standing on some of the apparatus I was using to dig that all down. Yeah, spent like a couple days just smoothing out the sides of this. I'll probably leave the left-hand side, or you know, rough as it is. I think it's a nice contrast. But yeah, just like TNT flying machines in each corner, smoothed out inner walls. I still have a lot of lava pools to clear out. Quite pleased with how it turned out. It's very pretty. One hitch I did run into along the way was, turns out James's skeleton farm was actually directly underneath the blast range, so I had to cover this all up with obsidian. So, wouldn't do too much damage to the interiors down here. Need to clean it up a little bit, but I'll make a new path down to it. But yeah, I quite like how it looks. It's like a little garden of mine. I'm probably gonna swap out some of these water walls right here with glass so you can see through them. I think that'll look nice. Probably add in like a couple of waterfalls here and there. That's the general idea. Also added in the 4 quad beacons. So I'm probably gonna like put some kind of landmark on top of these. But it's nice having like further range for all of this good stuff. Yeah. Made a few other minor changes to things, probably won't go over. But yeah, so I mentioned the last time, should make a beacon in the colors of Captain Planet. These are my my village colors. I decided it's what I got on my little flag. So try to mash it up as best I can. But last time I mentioned we were going to Pimp, my boy, Mending Maven. Gonna get his old shack. We've had him since we like started. He's been our mending guy. Just like kept him like shut into his little shack so no mobs could ever get to him. But all his friends eventually died off and became, you know, vendors up in the town. But you know, he's been down here just patiently waiting in case we ever need mending. But I've got another guy for that now. So we're basically gonna swap his old house out for a new one. But before I do that, I want to, like, you know, get the groundwork down for like a proper village. Like, I want sidewalks, I want streets, I want like little walls in between. Ah, stream not working for you? Sorry to hear that. Maybe you can catch the VOD later. But, oof. But yeah, so I want to set up some streets and like wall off different like house locations. Basic idea is to like make each chunk sort of its own house. So we're gonna end up tearing down these guys. But the new house for I believe it was Melvin. It's Melvin, right? Maven. Right. The new house for him is going to be in the same style as these old houses, but much more advanced. I think it's sort of like almost southern townhouse or something like that sort of feel. Might as well tear down all the old houses that have not been occupied in ages. So I'm gonna need a fair bit of wood. Also gonna redo like the landscape a little bit. Like I'd like to use this hill over here for maybe more houses, maybe I don't know, other recreational activities possibly. Considering stuff like maybe like a horse track or ice rink or something we can do as a group. Pig fishing. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what pig fishing entails, but I'd be interested to learn. You can have like a pig race, and since you know they're on carrots, completely wild. You do the ice rink, you have to do blue ice and boats. Yeah. Though to be honest, like blue ice and regular packed ice doesn't make that much of a difference. Like with how like small a rink would be, you know. Like you'd never be able to reach max speed, like if it was all made of blue ice anyway. Like super hard to control. I think last time we did a realm, we were like contemplating like different hockey-like games we could try out. We could try like pushing a boat around with other boats. Have that be like a hockey puck kind of deal. Also, only left, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it's really hard. I remember like trying to joust on the ice. Or at least like trying to shoot a bow. Like, you know, you have to be, like, you can't turn it all in order to like actually fire the bow. Or like you can't move and fire the bow at the same time is the thing. But yeah, also last time I had a work chart. There's a zombie around here somewhere. I'm gonna have to find a little cave where it's hiding out. But yeah, I had a work board over there I took down, but we're gonna put it back up again later. Basically, we're gonna have ourselves a little community center, just like on the opposite side of Maven's house. But actually, James wants to build it, so I'll let him take care of that. Sort of like a guild hall where people can put up like the different jobs they want done and things like that. I'm gonna have a big old board of things I like want bought and different farms I like commission people to build, just to give people stuff to do. A lot of people understandably lack the dedication to complete projects that I have, but you know, I feel like with a little monetary benefit, you know, they'd be more interested in completing them. Bounty for a monster hunt. I don't know about that. Yeah, last time I had like prices out for like a snow fox and for, you know, elytras and enchanted golden apples, that kind of thing. Things that like I could go out and get them myself, you know, spend a day of adventuring, or I could, you know, stay at home and get like actual work done and have, you know, let someone else have the fun. Not a big ass dragon. That is one thing. I need to take down that dragon egg. I've not claimed it yet. Need to find like a pillar to put it up on. Eventually, I do want like a sand and gravel duplicator, and you can also duplicate dragon eggs with those. Yeah, haven't touched it. Oh yeah, I know how to get it. I just like haven't bothered, you know. Like it's primarily a decorative item, all in all. But like eventually, I think it'd be cool to like get the dragon egg duplicator so I can get a bunch of them. I mean, there is technically a use for it. It's kind of cheaty. Um, I don't know if I don't know if you've heard of like the bedrock breaking method that uses dragon eggs. I don't know if it would work on realms at all, but definitely a cool thing that you can do. All right, Maven. Let's get your house figured out. First, we want to get the roads down, I think. Let me see. Put some of this stuff away. There we go. Don't need all this to start out. Alright, so we're gonna need some redstone lamps, some glowstone, bricks, brick wall, daylight indicators. Basically gonna have a nice repeating pattern for the streets. So we're just gonna move this over a couple spaces. There we are. Nice underglow with the glowstone there. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's actually any other like functional use for the dragon eggs other than that bedrock breaking method, which is, you know, if anyone doesn't know how that one works, it's basically like you gotta like unload everything as a dragon egg falls off of like a banner and that like, you know, destroys bedrock underneath it, which is super weird, but it's a good way to do it en masse. A lot faster than like going to like every block and putting down like a piston and dynamite. All that crap works. These nice slabs. Need some more slabs. Let's see. Fly back up to base. It's gonna need more iron blocks. I figured there might be a game you can do with the dragon egg. Potentially. You know, like, catch the dragon egg where like everyone runs around with a piston and Torch tries to get it to like fall down. I don't know. Just teleporting around. Probably not too viable though. Your opponents try and like teleport the egg away to a place where they can get it. I suppose you could just like stand next to it when it breaks. So, hey, how would you actually fish for them, though? Just like try and pull one out of the pit with a fishing rod, or would you actually be able to pull them out of the pit? I didn't think it had that much pull to it. I haven't really used the fishing rod a whole lot, like outside of actually fishing. Ah, that could be fun. I might give that a try. Remember, there was that achievement you could get for getting a gas through a portal. I don't know if that's still a thing or not. But, that one was reliant on like using a fishing pole, or at least, I mean, you could use a cart, I would imagine, but I know a lot of people use a fishing pole for that one. Hey. How's it going, Joe Average? I haven't seen you since, like, the last realm. Let's see, how do I want... Alive and bored. Yes. The human condition. Let's see. So that'll be the start of his house. Have the gate right in the middle there.
I'll be back.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Jeffy. Hope you enjoy. Oh yeah, yeah. This realm is owned by James. You could potentially get into it if you wanted to. Just gotta talk to James when he's around. trying to get like a proper town set up so that, you know, if in the event we get more people on, you know, they have some place to go, stuff to do. Instead of just like wandering off to random corners of the world and doing whatever. I prefer things, you know, prefer folks to like stick within a reasonable range. Yeah. Wasn't sure how interested you were like in the last round we did. Just like made a small base and kind of disappeared. Why reach up there? Yeah. Pretty excited for like the new updates coming out. They got some nice stuff. Yeah, right. Don't fill in this area with dirt. Don't want to lose too much of the little pond here, but you make some space for the house. Don't actually recall what version of Minecraft I started playing in. Definitely wasn't too much into it early on. I always liked whenever a new version of Minecraft would come out and like, you know, the new like terrain generation, like meshing with the old terrain generation, like really funky landscapes that way. It always surprises me like how much lag is caused by leaves, by like fires breaking everything down. I remember watching a video on that what was it, that April Fool's thing, you know, with all like the crazy world like generations that had. And like one of the worlds they came across was like just full of leaves, and as soon as they spawned in, like there's just horrendous lag because all the leaves were breaking down. Another spawner block. Yeah, never played Pocket Edition. I don't know what that's all about. This way we can have like a little sign above the door. Alright, that should be good. Get it started. The iron. Side. Right. With some logs. Red and yellow terracotta. That should be good. Right. I'm gonna put on a bit of music. Play Minecraft music on YouTube because like the music in Minecraft is super unreliable. I'd probably swap out some of this sand for dirt actually. In a proper grass front yard. You grab more dirt. Yeah, if only. It says just random. I need to listen to that new record they're putting in. Get a taste of what the music's gonna be like. Let's see. I'll make some more of these fences. Oh, right. So I'm thinking he'll have front porch right about here. Get that up on some slabs. actually. Make it more of a fenced off kind of deal. Still really hoping that they, you know, make it so you can play records continuously. Like you can in Bedrock, you know. Like whenever it's done with the record, it spits it out, so you can like pick it up in a hopper and put it back in. That'd be nice. Make more fences. Might make that entry gate one spot higher. Go roof on top of this. Yeah. Really need to like merge some of the content they got for those. I haven't actually played Bedrock, but it does have some like mechanics that I wish were in the regular game. Probably give him a little bit of a dock in the back. Or back porch, I guess you call it. Let's see. Front. Oh, right. I actually need to place against something. I'm going to fill in the floor, I suppose. I might try some stripped logs. But that's not normally part of the village. I like these as a floor pattern though. Let me see. Try stripping that. How would that look? Checkerboard pattern now. Yeah, I think I could try stripping the logs. Alright, then you can make those. If you have like 4 of them together. Yeah. There's a lot of little customization things like I wish were in the game. Like that, you know. Imagine being able to paint stuff. It's like have any block but slightly change the color. Open up a lot of possibilities. Oh yeah. I imagine custom paintings would cause some issues, potentially. It's unlike... Oh. I would imagine, like, the only way to do custom paintings would be, like, to add a, like, URL. That or, like... Oh. Potentially have a system where you can, like, paint them in-game. I don't know. I'm sure there's good ways to do that. Yeah. Oh. I imagine you'd end up with a lot of stuff like what you got in Animal Crossing. Like all the custom like lewd paintings people make. Let's see. But you know, it's like, you know, super fun for a lot of people, but it's like some potential issues that go alongside that. The Vatican's Minecraft server. They don't actually have a Minecraft server, do they? Oh god. Is it just like a replica of the Vatican or something, or like an educational thing? Interesting. Yeah, yeah. Cardinals gotta stay hip with what the kids are into. You know, how else are they gonna pick up the altar boys? You know. Let's see. I Thinking tool hall high windows. Yeah, there's that. It makes me wonder if like any of these like evangelical services will like switch to like online. You know. I guess this works. Oh, I can just like imagine like a church session being held in Minecraft. It's like singing hymns over mumble and like oh they do that thing where like they whack you to get the devil out of you. But they, you know, just like hit you in Minecraft, because the Lord works over the internet. Hey, you have a good night. Okay. Now get ourselves a stairway. Make some windows later. It's funny seeing all the cats walking around my area. So many strays. This level will make the regular wood, I think. So I'll do logs. Kitty. Yeah, I guess that works on the outside. Oh, that's another thing I need to put a work order out for, is someone to get me an Ocelot, since those don't become cats anymore. As far as I know, there's no particular use to having an Ocelot, but you know, be a cool thing to have. Yeah. It's cool that they, like, don't become cats. They're just like their own thing. Like polar bears, they're just an animal. Something cool. Do they have the same effect as like as regular cats do with phantoms? Like, do they scare phantoms away? Ah, well, there's an extra little use. I'm debating whether or not I actually want a panda or not. Kitty. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just make this stairs, I think. Make bounty for getting you a set of untamed egg stray cats. Was that an achievement? I didn't know about that one. Yeah, achievements are weird. Put the doors in. Get those out of my inventory. Probably do terracotta for the upper level. Of course, I still need to put up banners. At the little upper level here. Of course not. Let's see. That is one weird thing, just like all the variations of, like, animal colors. Like so many variations of fish. Thousands. It's like if all the features you could add to Minecraft, why a bunch of fish colors? All sorts of like quality of life, like UI changes that would be really nice to have. Shit like that. Is he? Yeah, I mean, like, I'm sure we can get like the basic variations, but like, there's like all sorts of sub variations that, you know, there's no way he's actually going to be able to farm. But yeah. Yeah. I'm sure he's gonna have fun swimming around, picking up fish. Not how I would choose to spend an afternoon. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I actually watched a video by Ray Works. Like, made a machine to, like, AFK pick up every, like, fish variation. Which is just insane. It's a proper walkout right here. See how the banners look. Yeah, that will be better. Little old brown banners. That's pretty good. Make an upper level. Yellow should be fine for the remainder. Kinda looks like a burger shop to me. The red and yellow and orange. Make a slight overhang for the roof. Actually, I could bring this down a level. And with like shorter side windows, I suppose. Eventually, I would like to try out some of these mods like Homecraft and stuff like that. Maybe some of these tech mods. Be pretty fun. As much as possible, I try and stick to just like vanilla iterations of games. So. modding things tends to deviate too much from like the original vision of the game. Restores the cohesion a little bit. Let's see, this will need to hang over one space. And I'll swap that out for terracotta. Actually, oh, that's all my wood. Just have to make sure it all works for what I have left. Sort of a far away view. They're a bit more colorful than I originally intended. Suppose I have all this wood I still need to use. Swap up that upper level. There we go. just level it out at the top. So this guy's house will be sort of in dedication to the old village. But I pretty much like every house I make to be like a completely new style from the previous one. Not entirely sure what styles I want to go for, but like, you know, maybe have one house made completely out of plants. Like, you know, another one like maybe a goth style house. Like a desert themed one. Something Carsworth would go for. Yes. How's this looking? Wood grain doesn't quite match up. Let's swap that out. Add something in up there. A window, perhaps. There we go. But I have all the wood grain facing the same direction. I'll just put in a little bit of window right there. Good spot for our hatches. The bed's right here. Finish off the roof. On the other side, we'll put down some inverted stairs. think. I think I like it better without the inverted stairs, actually. Just some tables and things. A pressure plate. Or two. One more fence for that. Thinking a sort of central carpet would be nice. Also, automatic doors would be nice. It makes more pressure plates. Alright, now for a carpet. Let's see. I haven't used those stripped logs yet. This could look good. Nice alternating pattern there. Let's see, then this guy is a librarian, so we'll need to put down his lectern. Nice double bed. Give him a chest. Heck, we'll give him a double chest. Why not? He deserves it. Crafting table. Anything else? We should have a tree in his yard. Just need to put up some grass. Grab some bone meal. Yeah, that's one thing I added in was a an item disposal. Like normally this is set up to make bone meal, which actually now that I look at it, this might not. Yeah, I'll need to like set this up differently so that the hoppers go down and like create more bone meal. Yeah, like this is all backed up. Like all these chests are full of like vegetables and bone meal, and so you know, wasn't filling up some of them. So getting rid of some of that excess. Looks pretty good from the outside. Also need to pick up some glass. Should have some panes left around. Yes, that'll be good. Anything else I want? Maybe some lanterns. Maybe a few lanterns. Yeah, that's nice. Get him a little seat on the porch. Lectern. Of course, I will need to wheel him up here. Debating whether I should like just keep him in his minecart or just seal this whole area off so he can't get out. I don't want to have to deal with him wandering around. I think it might be nice just to have him wandering around though. Oh, I should get him some potted plants too. That's a cozy bedroom if I ever saw one. These outer windows don't look quite right, but that's fine. Need more glass. Could have a couple of iron doors put up front for him. And a lever. Maybe buttons would be better. Curious if there's a good spot for me to work in the trapdoors, though. Might adjust that tree so it's, you know, facing the other, or facing sideways instead of directly out front. Of course, it also needs one of these paths. Because the OG village was full of those. About as cozy as it gets. More bricks. There we go. Slightly off center. Suppose just do it off this side here. That'd be like an old doorbell. Now if I just finish off this wall, he shouldn't be able to get out. And people can just admire the lone villager we have. He's allowed to have a house. Something for the other villagers to aspire to. feel like that upper level needs a little something. Kind of like to swap out these corners, the logs. One. That would look a little bit better. Extend the window up a little bit higher. Make the red terracotta into a archway. That would look good. Anything else we can add? How does that look? I know what to add. A little bit of this. I like it too. Almost jelly. I just have a little cave dwelling. Granted, it has an emerald ceiling, but besides a bunch of cats, I don't have a whole lot going on in my place. We add in the windows. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Make sure no mobs are gonna bother him. Alright. Only thing I might add in is some more banners. Actually, I have no fences, do I? I have a couple of fences real quick. Of course, I need to get rid of the terracotta back. That's lovely. Might even give him another tree right here to balance it out. Put the saplings away though. Must have put them up top. They grab more rockets. He's the original. He's stuck with us the entire playthrough. He deserves it. Ah! And it keeps the lights on. I hadn't considered that. His house will always be lit. Yeah. I'll probably just like make a few more banners later. Stick them out front. One last little adjustment. Swap out these corners. This edge for some logs. That looks a little bit nicer. Okay. Let's get Maven into his new house. Grab some rail tracks. Yeah. Of course. I'm sure it'd be easier just to the rails go down the center. Alright. Where you go, sir? Let's get rid of that door. Push you on in. What the one I need to inventory that. Okay. On in there. That door back on. So you can't escape your own home. Let's face it. He's just here to make all the other villagers work harder. Hey, thanks for the fellow, Legendary. Just finishing up home for our OG villager. Mending Maven. He's got a snazzy little place ready for him. Have one last little walkthrough. It's got automatic doors, all in the style of the original village, which has since been torn down. To make way for the new village. Now, this is a nice bedroom, though. I'm jelly. Ugh, I can't jump on beds properly now that I have a elytra. Makes me, like, start floating. Yeah. Nice little walkout. And we don't have to worry about him escaping. So you can just wander around in there. It's like a zoo. Well, you know. He's like an animal we can watch in a cage and be entertained by. So adorable. He has his own house. He thinks he's people. Now for the rest of this. I do need to work out exactly how I want the rest of the street laid out. I will need this to wrap around here. Have the sidewalk wrap around a little bit. Meet up with Central Hub. I'll probably just get rid of this bridge, honestly. It doesn't really fulfill a purpose anymore. Really just, you know, it was like the original bridge I used to get into my base and then like to track up the villagers from here, but really no reason to keep it around now. Which will give us more room to put in the community center. That's pretty much just gonna be like right here. You know, mark out a spot that James can go to town on. The water source. Trying to think of like a good village name. Right now I'm kind of set on like just calling this like Village Town. The city of Villageton. Or Villageton Falls, maybe. Like, resisting the urge to, like, make it something, like, based on my name. Supposed to be more of a community-driven area. Just like have the news center right here across from him. Clear out a little bit more of this. Such weird farms, like in the original village. Just like random spouts of water coming off of the sides of the hills. Just like random farm plots here and there. Figure this ought to be about enough space. I can just like... I still need that stairwell. That one's handy. Let's work on the underside of some of the contraptions that I got up there. What's Maven up to? Oh, just hanging out and back. Maybe I'll get him a wife at some point. Or a husband, since you can't really distinguish genders. Be kind of amusing if they added that. Like male and female villagers. I like a female doing the sound. Clear that all out, get it prepped. Get rid of some of these old paths. Grab some more dirt. Verac or GE? I'm not sure of the references for those. What's GE stand for there? Oh no, I've never played RuneScape. Only seen little bits and pieces of the gameplay, actually. Yeah. If it ever turns out that like we don't get any more players on the server, though, like I might just like give all the new houses to like actual villagers and then just like name them different things. Like maybe like name them after like Animal Crossing villagers or something. Out of my loneliness, since I don't actually play Animal Crossing. The Grand Exchange. So what's the Grand Exchange? I'm not actually familiar with like the lore. Okay. Sounded like it might have some more of like a mystical implication. Yeah. Whereas I'm sure like any like MMO has fucking weird ass economy going on. Anything player driven is going to have just super weird prices. See that there. This out. F3G. Move the street down here. And have another house here, there. And this will be the street. Have like a little monument where the beacon comes out. Gotta be a pain, like, trying to moderate a game economy. It's often a wonder to me that, like, IRL economies work as well as they do. That's one space out. Remember playing a little bit on, what was it, World of Warcraft. Just like seeing all the prices go up and down, and then like watching videos like of the people who like just like spend all their time like writing bots and shit, basically run the economy. I'm just like, why spend your time doing that? All the things. The things people do for video games. It's insane. Let's see, I actually want to have this here. Sort of curve this corner. Something like that should be fine. Sidewalk will continue here. And ghost blocks. It's the worst part of having extreme dig speed. All the damn ghost blocks. Finally, use for all my iron excess. Sidewalks. probably end up making like one street end here and then have this continue on up the hill a little ways. I'm thinking. Okay. That'll be good. Work out how I want this other road to be shaped. It's a good start, though. Really pleased with Maven's house. It's gonna look snazzy. And then once I'm done with all this housing, I can like start on like some more expensive housing. Like up here on the mountain area. Be Upper Villageton. I kind of want to turn like all this dead space into a big old garden. Also, I need to like pretty up the bridges a little bit. Like this one, I added some archways and stuff into, but all the other exits, I'd like to make a nice proper bridge for. Preferably horse accessible. Stopped me flying for a second there. Not that like anyone hardly ever uses a horse, but it's good to have the option. Hi, Maven. Yeah. At any rate, though, I think that's some good progress for today. I think I'll go ahead and call it. To tear down those TNT machines. Get the roads figured out. Oh yeah. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you next time. Have a good night.